90% or over 80% of
90,
anime
yeah, 90.
is targeted at kids. Like anime is for kids. It's
Yeah,
for
but
everybody.
I think most
But
of you
it's
are
a form of
saying
art that
different.
everybody can enjoy. But there's sometimes that someone wants to make this very, very deep point. You know when someone's trying to prove that this thing I watch is for only edgy people like myself, children cannot watch
Are you
it. So they
referring to
come
JJK
online.
people?
Yes. They come online, they're like, oh, when it's like good. Did you hear the crunch? Did you guys hear the crunch? You're missing out. This is some classic.
Unbranded Pringles. I think unbranded.
Supposed to say chips. You were supposed to say chips. Oh god. By the way, this podcast was not sponsored by Pringles.
No. But the next one could be.
Pringles were looking at you. You know what to do. Okay. Good day and welcome to Otaku Scoop. With me is my co-host, Banana Warrior.
Thank you.
Put your hands together for him. Add the applause after, they'll do that in editing.
before this podcast, she called me her sidekick.
You are my sidekick. I'm the Batman, Veronoa Lola and Banana Warrior. I'm the Batman, you're Robin. I know, Robin's ass is nicer than yours, so you might
Okay, moving on. How do we even deviate that much within like 5 seconds?
Have you seen he popularly has like this is objectively true. He has
I don't know why in Teen Titans Go they're so obsessed with Robin. I mean,
because he has a nice ass. It's canon. It's part of the plot. Like his ass is so important to it. And
it's so weird.
I need to stop saying ass.
Yeah, there are children watching this
His
show.
bum is very important.
Somehow that sounds even more. It sounds even more wrong. I don't know why. Just somehow that sounds a bit wrong.
So we're gonna have to pause for a second because we're supposed to read comments from our last post, and the phone I usually use to read the comments is not with me. So
Look at me.
I mean, we could just carry on. We use yours, right?
I don't have TikTok. I can't read TikTok comments.
Thank you very much. So,
yeah, before that, Lola, how was your week? How were your weeks? Why are you looking at me like that?
Well, let me tell you guys about my week.
God, what have I done?
So, as we all know, I am an artist. That's right. I have one song out, so I actually fall into the category of artist now. When you're talking about Nigerian, African artists, and you mentioned the likes of Thames, Fabe, Mario, Asta, I'm on that list. I have one single out, so it counts. And, I'm getting another single out next month on the 22nd of April. The pre-save link is coming out sometime. You know what? It's already out. I think by the time this episode is out, the pre-save link is already out. You can go to my page, Veronoa Lola, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitter. The link is right there. Just pre-save because it's going to be awesome. The moment you listen to that song, you think, wow, she loves anime and talented women.
She loves anime and talented.
So much good stuff, And that's pretty much what I've been preparing for this whole time. I would ask you about your own week, but do I care?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not an artist. I'm just a guy. However, last episode, we talked about you guys coming to the studio to throw hands and discuss. And yeah, just know that there's something on the fire. Yeah,
as long as he's not the one cooking it, he's not a very good.
Yeah, I was going to say we're cooking, but that sounds more dramatic.
Exactly.
There's something on the fire.
Don't worry, we're not in any way involved in the cooking process. He would burn it, and I would just not care.
What do you mean you just not care?
I mean, I don't care about the cooking process. I care about the food itself. So while the process is going, I'm like, you know what? Cook and let me eat.
Just look at the artist.
Oh God, my booming career.
What's the name of the upcoming song? You didn't even tell us. Has it not been named yet?
It has been named. It's called Stop.
Stop.
Yes, like a stop sign.
Why did you say, oh God?
Look, the people at the studio right now are hating. They haven't even heard the song and they're already hating. But you know what? I'll shock them. They'll listen to that song and they'll stop whatever it is they're doing. So it's like a warning to all of you. Whatever it is you're doing right now, stop.
Okay. The other one was about like
That
a
was freeze.
stalker or something like that. This is me giving you like free promo for your upcoming song.
I mean, it wasn't really about stalking. More like an obsession that borders on stalking. It doesn't really cross them. Okay,
So is this
they're
like
they're
along the
stalking.
same?
They're
Is it
stalking.
along the same lines? Is like a response to the stalker, like stop
No,
stalking
funny
me.
enough, those two songs have absolutely nothing in common because this other song is about how much I hate life as a Nigerian youth,
Oh,
victim of the Nigerian government.
oh.
I mean, for those of you, you know, with the times, you know that we just recently got an apology from the Minister of Power, which means we're never going to see electricity again. Forget this thing you're seeing right now; it'll be gone soon.
We just assemble like a bunch of candles. They're like 150 candles,
If you're
right?
not in
Above us.
Nigeria and you're seeing this podcast, send us like every rechargeable lamp you have. Send us solar panels. Send help. Anything that looks like light, we need it so we can watch anime and catch up on all the stuff we love.
True, of course. Definitely not for more important things like hospitals or stuff like that.
I mean, now that you put it that way. Okay, after anime, we have like other stuff, like number 2 on the list, the hospitals. You know, it's been quite a while since our last episode, and like we always love to do, we want to see what you guys thought about what we discussed. So we're going to be reading through some of the comments from the shorts, the TikToks, and the reels that were uploaded of the last episode. I will be reading comments from TikTok. We have our very first comment by Art God Winking. I don't know if I pronounced that.
I think it's
right.
Art Godwin King. But I used to pronounce it Art Godwin King. Like Art Godwin.
We'll just call him Art.
Is it like the art god is winking, or is your name
like,
Godwin?
is it Art Godwin and then King?
Yeah, actually.
Or is it like Art God?
The god of
and
art
winking?
is winking.
I don't know. He says both of them could go. I couldn't care less. And this comment is referring to Neji and Kiba. When we talked about how Kiba should have died instead of Neji, he says both of them could go. I couldn't care less.
Wow.
Art God King, you're heartless. I mean, I can understand not caring about Kiba, but Neji.
I mean, I did care about Neji a bit.
I cared about Neji a lot. I couldn't care less about Kiba. He should have gone. I stand on that.
I don't know. I feel like they're both Neji and Neji. I guess he's related to Hinata. That's like the bigger. That's what puts him above Kiba. If not, they've accomplished.
He's also very hot. I don't understand what you. He was
bro
hot.
said his technique was cool, like bro.
And he was so fun. Yeah, actually, he was so fun to watch. I mean, if you watch like OG Naruto, like Neji was one of the coolest kids there. You see Neji, like okay, you know, like he was so cool.
He really
Yeah, he was.
By,
He did
by dying. No, but he did. He went on the Sasuke retrieval. Yeah, where he fought.
And he was so cool. You guys are forgetting the part that he was cool and hot,
he was
like
cool.
attractive,
like,
with nice long hair.
Yeah, him and Sasuke at that point where he fought Naruto. Sasuke probably could have won. Probably, yeah. With Chidori.
And then when he became a teenager, he was still so much hotter. And died. He didn't even make it to 18. Oh God.
Do you know many of them? I don't know.
Honestly, Naruto characters tend to die very young. I think one funny thing was when I was younger, we're talking about, you know, hot, matured anime men would mention Minato, which is so funny because Minato died at 24. And I'm just there like, that dude was a child.
Was a child? How old are you?
Moving on. Someone said everything was going to plan until Madara turned up and the author didn't know how to deal with him because he was an op. He was overpowered. And then the alien BS ruined it. Look, I think we all agree that the alien BS ruined.
Yeah. There are some people that don't agree. The
Great
Boruto
Ninja
people.
War. So I don't know about Boruto fans. I don't count them as people. So I mean, regular people know that the alien thing ruined Naruto, but it's still good. It's still one of the best anime ever in history, and nothing is ever going to change that. Let's see some of your comments.
Yeah, but before that, I think that alien thing is one thing, and then that whole reincarnation thing. It was just so
oh my
dumb.
God, the reincarnation.
So
I feel
dumb,
like if the
what?
reincarnation thing entered alone and we never got the aliens, we could like excuse them. Like, you know what,
But
they needed
two
an
of them
ending.
together,
But the fact that you carry one BS and another BS and you put them together to make this like entire pot of BS pie, I don't know, it's just terrible.
But it's even worse in the anime because they now made Ashura use Rasengan, they made Indra use Amaterasu, made the Susanoo the same color. I think that's like filler in the anime though. But that thing is just, it was just so, nah, Sorry. All right, from me, Arinze the Eclectic said, I think nostalgia carries the Naruto franchise because why is it considered one of the goats if it has that many plot holes and lazy, right? Naruto doesn't have that many plot holes.
It has a lot of plot holes.
Like
But
what?
what do you no? I need to say something. What do you mean? Why is it considered as the goat?
I mean, that's a bold.
That's a very bold statement.
I mean,
Like,
are you aware of where you are?
I feel like a lot of the time people need to understand that yes, there are always going to be better stories than the stuff that's popular. But the stuff that's popular made an impact, which is why it is well loved. You can't say Naruto is a perfect story, obviously, but there's a
Mhm.
reason people love it. It has themes that draws you in and keeps you there, and it's interesting and it's nice. I feel like one problem I have with Naruto is I did not understand why they were not teaching history in their stupid ninja school. Because like we're talking about people that died less than 40 years ago, less than 20 years ago, and no one has ever heard about them until they
Bro,
somehow show up into the plan. Like
I think
nobody,
it's
like
dumb, kind of.
no, none of you had ever heard of Madara before. What do you like? What do you mean nobody? How is that even erased? Because if it was something where the village was created 400 years ago, 500 years ago, I'd understand. But the granddaughter of Hashirama was like, still alive,
Hmm.
still there. So it's not old history. It's more like this just happened.
That's not just
So
happened.
what do you mean? I mean, compared to 400 years of history,
I think my own
they should have taught history at the schools, or at least kept some information that most people would know. You'd see signs from the beginning that there used to be this, there used to be that, but there was absolutely nothing. A lot of them just came out of nowhere, and you're like, wow, so there was something like that. It didn't make that much sense to me. Still like focused on the way those people treated Naruto.
yeah. And how did they not know that the fourth Hokage was
Like he
Naruto's?
looked exactly like the
Like
fourth
I feel like
Hokage.
you should at least someone should ask
I
questions.
mean, if the character design of the villagers was that there were a few people that had that look
His head
around,
was on the freaking
like
thing. The
it's like looking at the mirror.
I
It's a
mean,
carbon copy.
like you should know. Someone should have asked some questions at least. Come
And
on.
his last name is Uzumaki.
I mean, and the Uzumaki was not like a very small clan. I mean,
They were known, well known
dwindling,
for
yeah,
something.
but
Like
they were like, as she said, teach history, man. Come
like
on,
teach
you
history. What do
should
you mean
know the
people did
Uzumaki
not
clan.
have this information? It was so crazy. It was
Yeah.
very, very crazy. And also with all the stuff Orochimaru did, like it should be something they used to scare kids at night, tell them, oh, Orochimaru is gonna come for you. So you'd know to be afraid of this kind of person. I mean, just let him bite you on your neck. Okay, we need to read other comments now.
Yeah, Andre, why? I'm just gonna say Andre. Andre says underrated anime, Violet Evergarden. I started Violet Evergarden like 5 times. I haven't gone past the first episode. I don't know. I don't know. I will try again. I will try.
I will not try again. There's some anime that you drop at the first episode and you don't even remember what happened, but you just know you dropped it for a reason. It's that kind of anime for me. Like I don't
Oh,
remember why, I don't remember how, but I do know I started and I dropped it and I just never looked back. There's just some shows like that in Violet Evergarden.
no, I think I'm going to try it again. He also mentioned Psycho Pass. I like
Oh my god,
Psycho
Psycho
Pass.
Pass is underrated.
Yeah, it's
If
underrated.
you haven't seen Psycho Pass, please watch it. Please watch it.
Yeah.
Please. And it's just like I love anime that starts and ends where you don't even need to
It
watch
has like
more. You
3
just
movies though.
yeah, but like
I
you
mean,
don't really need to start waiting for new seasons or anything and be like, oh yeah, the story's not complete. It's there. It's all there. Just watch it. The entire thing is goated.
Yeah, he also mentioned Mushishi. I'm not sure what this is.
I don't know what that is either.
Maybe there's another name. Is that the
Mushishi.
full Mushishi? Please let us
Why does
know.
the name sound so funny?
Yeah, he has a lot of comments actually. I think I should just read them all.
Yeah, just read them all.
He says Haikyuu is the best sports anime
Yes, it
in
is.
storytelling and everything. Plus, it's
It
realistic, unlike Kuroko no Basket.
Okay.
I mean, what the F is the zone? Perfect copy, Conqueror Eye. Like, how
Okay,
the
you
F
see-
did One Piece power system
Ugh.
deep into sports
Okay,
anime?
I feel like I hate when people start out a sentence good and then they just lose me at the middle. There's this thing anime fans do where they can't praise one thing without putting down another. If you're
Wow.
going to say something is good, just focus on that. Talk about how good it is. But if you have to compare it with something else and then bring down the other thing, knowing very well that the other thing is also something that's good, then you've lost the plot. What is the point you're trying to make here? Haikyuu is good, is goated, the best sports anime. Leave it at that. Kuroko no Basket is like, please, it's epic. You can't talk down Kuroko no Basket. Sorry, you can't. You cannot. You cannot. And meanwhile, while we're doing this, I can't access my comments because this phone got locked.
Bro, come on.
So
That's
maybe
like the greatest monologue. I didn't even know why you. This is not my phone. Yeah. By the way, that's the best monologue I've ever got. I've ever like the best sequence of sentences. The most reasonable, most responsible sequence of sentences I've ever had the last say in my what 5 years of knowing
I
her.
don't even know if I should feel insulted or happy. Like, if you're going to praise someone, praise them.
Don't bring
Jeez,
them down.
don't bring them down. What
I've
is your
learnt.
problem?
He
Okay.
also said, anime hot take. This is a very hot one. Oh. Avatar: The Last Airbender is better than the big three of anime. That is Naruto, Bleach, and Lola's Love, One Piece. Hell, it's better than old gen and new gen anime. Chakam. I didn't say Chakam, he said Chakam.
Um,
They are calling, reports are, Andre, that you are rage baiting us. I don't think we're falling for that. Come on, man. I mean, Avatar is good. It's better than some anime, but not Naruto. Not Naruto. Maybe One Piece.
maybe Bleach. Oh my god.
All
I
right.
think we should just leave that comment at that. Oh.
Yeah.
In fact, why do you even mention my name?
We are not falling for that rage bait.
Too specific. You made your
Anyone from
trap too
TikTok
obvious.
again?
Okay, yeah, there's one last comment that I want to read. It's pretty long, so I'm just
There are
going
a
to.
bunch of comments
Yeah.
actually. I'm not sure we're going to be able to
Yeah,
read
we're not
all
going to read all the comments. This is going to be the last comment. It's by Yuji Escobar. Now, this person is complaining about the plot of Naruto. He starts out by saying, did Sakura have a dream? Sasuke was just a revenge-stricken MF that ended up regretting it and atoning for the sins with his arm. Finally written, but that's by the way. Shikamaru represents legacy as he ended up losing both his sensei and his father. He became an embodiment of strategy and strength. Doesn't mean he had a dream. He was just a lazy bum. Lee was hardworking in the sense of always wanting to prove himself to Guy. Choji just wanted to eat. See,
Why did you just say
like,
that?
he continues. See, Naruto is not the best written anime. It's one of the best anime out there, but it's not the best written.
Yeah, it's not.
Now
the
he
best.
starts out by saying, "Did Sakura have a dream?" Yes, she wanted to marry Sasuke. Did you not watch the show?
Now, does that
It-
qualify?
like
as a
no, you do
dream?
understand that you can't actually like rate people's dream based on what you think is more important to you. It might not be a good
Wow,
dream.
the life on the road.
It might not be the best dream
This is
out there, but
monologuing.
it's still a dream. I mean, it's some people's dream to just eat shawarma before they die. Doesn't make it a stupid dream, but it's their dream. So even if Sasuke's like dream was to have revenge and he didn't actually succeed in this, I mean, didn't he?
I mean,
succeed
I
though?
feel
He
like
kinda
Sasuke
did.
was well written. I think he said that too. When people like
Sasuke
talk
was
down
well
on
written.
Sasuke,
Look,
like he
Sakura
was-
fulfilled her dream in the end anyway. She sort of. She
nobody
she-
fulfilled their dreams.
she
at the
has
end of
she
the
like
anime,
she
so
had a baby with Sasuke. I don't know about the marriage or whether or not it was successful, but
nobody's dream was fulfilled. Why did they even? I have a question for you, Kishimoto. If you ever come across the episode, why did they make Sarada? What's Karen? Why did they make Karen the surrogate mother of Sarada? Like, how does that come into the story? What level of depth does that provide to the story? I was so confused when I read that. I'm like,
did you say surrogate?
yeah, Karen is the surrogate mother of Sarada.
She gave birth to Sarada.
Technically, yeah, I think so.
The fact that I had never heard of this before.
It's in, I think it's Seven Hokage and it's not, I think Seven Hokage and Scarlet Springs. That manga one shot. Is it one shot?
Look, to be completely
It
honest,
is.
okay,
They
yeah.
adapted it in
Oh my
Boruto.
God.
What are people saying? Unless they remove that part.
Now,
The
now,
chin.
that, now that we're done with like the comments, there's one thing I want to say. This is not my hot take, but it is a hot take. I don't know if many people agree with me, but when I was watching Naruto Shippuden and we're getting like into the later plots, in my mind, when we were like pairing off people, I genuinely thought Sasuke was gonna end up with Karen.
Actually.
I genuinely felt like, because when he met her, it was already like outside the village. Obviously, you could see that he's getting to know these other people. Yes, he didn't like completely trust them 100%, but they were working together. And I thought, you know what? This plotline is so much better than Sakura always like being obsessed with this guy. I preferred that, and I thought they would make a nice pair. But Kishimoto had other plans. He was for the baby mama agenda, and I guess that's
What
what
do
he
you mean,
wanted.
baby mama? They are married. What are you saying, please? Sasuke doesn't
May that
sleep
kind of
around.
marriage never fight me in Jesus' name.
he's He's Batman, basically. He has to protect the city. True. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all.
I don't even think you convinced yourself. But you know what? Now that we're done with the comments, let's move on to we listen and we judge.
It's true. We did have that section. You want to go first?
You're going first.
Well, I don't think I don't have anything like hot.
It doesn't have to be really hot. It could be mild.
It's not even a hot take, Seth.
Could be lukewarm.
Yeah, it's just okay. I feel like when people say mid, and then you refer to something that's like a 7 or even a 6.5 out of 10, I don't think that's mid. I think that's good. Yeah, I feel like
something can be good. It doesn't have to be great.
Yeah,
it can be good.
Okay, it can be. It's all right. It's all right. Gachakuta 7/10. It's fine. I don't think there's any problem there. That's a Gachakuta. So I meant.
You said Gachakuta. Have you watched Gachakuta?
No, I haven't watched Gachakuta. I meant Jigokuraku, Hell's Paradise. 7 out of 10. Yeah, it's not bad.
Somebody in the studio disagrees. He says,
it's not bad. 7.5. No. It's okay. What is it then? 9K.
People should watch that thing.
Okay, I haven't caught up to Hell's Paradise, so I'm waiting to finish the season 2. I can't really say anything. I have to rewatch season 1 and then watch season 2 for the first time. Why.
But like, I feel like,
really
those ones they're actually good. Then mids are like maybe 5 and below, maybe 5.5. Anything that has like 5 point something, I can agree that's mid.
Give an example of a mid anime.
Fire Force. Whenever I think
oh my god, yes!
Whenever I think mid, my mind goes to Fire. When you show me an anime, I think is Fire Force better than this anime? Before I confirm.
If Fire Force is better than that anime, then it's just the worst. Then it's below mid, you know, like Mushoku
if
Tensei.
It's the same as Fire Force, okay, it's mid. But if it's better than Fire Force, then okay, maybe it's actually good. That's why that Fire Force is my metric. Yeah.
I mean, someone went on a rant in my comment section and DM about Fire Force. You know, talking about how Fire Force is great and it's peak, and there's nothing wrong with Tamaki's fan service.
Nah, come on.
I don't know what to say to you. I feel like, you know what, to each his own. Everybody has weird stuff that they enjoy every once in a while. I have weird stuff that I like, but I'm not going to call it peak. It's just like my secret shame. Anyways, let's do mine. This is not about a specific anime. It's more like the anime community in general. I don't know if some of you have seen Gachakuta, but I saw a Jabba cosplay online where a white cosplayer did like 4 locks for the cosplay, and she posted the video. And I've seen several posts. People even took screenshots of her cosplay, took it to Twitter, took it to Threads, took it to so many other places to make videos condemning it and saying she should have just used her regular hair instead of doing the locks because they look terrible or they're bad. And I don't want to use the term racism, but it was racist.
Wait, hold on.
Because we have, no, a lot of them were using the excuse of the cosplay just not looking good to condemn this person. But to be honest, like, half the cosplay we see on the internet are not even perfect. They're just there. But you know that the art of cosplaying is basically... Are you going to let me finish?
Yeah, finish. But I do have a question that kind of ties into what you're saying because I'm not really understanding.
Let me sentence first.
Finish your sentence.
Okay. So, like, a lot of times, cosplay is just about having fun. Half the cosplay I do is not accurate. So the last time I did a Luffy cosplay, I was wearing like a bone straight wig. Luffy's hair is hardly straight. It's hardly that full. Exactly.
What?
And I just wore a hat over it. I didn't have Luffy slippers, so I wore my sandals. And I wore it. I posted pictures. Someone was like, oh, you look good in that cosplay. No one ever said, wow, this is not accurate. In fact, if someone comes in my comment section talk about this not being accurate, you just know they're being racist because half the time they'll tell you, oh, I didn't know Luffy got full body armament haki. When did Luffy get black? This is Bluffy. You know, that kind of thing. When people say stuff like that, you know they hate the cosplay because they're being racist. So nobody actually cares whether or not you're using the right material for your shirt or whether or not your hair is the right texture. So when someone comes out and they start condemning one person just because of the hair, and you know that this hair traditionally is seen on black people, you know what you're trying to do with this. You know what you're trying to do with it. Okay. Because every single time black cosplayers face discrimination online, we try to push this narrative that cosplay is for fun. It doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to be 100% accurate. You just want to dress up like a character that you like. So why is it that in this case, so many people agreed with condemning this person? If it was one of those things where I only saw a few comments saying, oh, the wig sucked, I would understand. But there were like several quotes, several reposts. People took the screenshots to Twitter. Like, this post was made on TikTok, and they carried it to a whole other platform to like bash this person with like 30K likes, like 15K quotes and retweets. So it was like, and everybody was saying the same thing, like, oh, she should have just used the regular hair. This looks terrible. Oh, I hate when they try to do this. And when they say they mean white people. And I think people are being very tone deaf with this. Do you not see the issues here? It's like staring at the mirror. Sides of the same coin. I stopped making sense like 2 seconds ago.
No, I think I get what you're saying. That's what I was trying to confirm earlier. Like, is there melanin present in this conversation? That's what I was trying to. Because when you're saying racism and locks,
yeah, because the person
who has the melanin, who doesn't have the melanin.
The person who did the cosplay did not have melanin, and the people insulting the person who did the cosplay had melanin.
All makes sense now. All makes sense. I don't know why they always do that. The rules are not really balanced. I've seen
Jabba cosplay on someone who was black, where the locks didn't even look that good. But everyone was all over it saying, "Wow, you killed this! Oh my god, I love representation!"
Bro,
everybody loved it.
So
but then this white person does it, and all of a sudden she can't do fox locks. I mean, even we black people do fox locks. You think when I do fox locks on my page, it's my natural hair?
And we wear wigs.
Exactly. I don't see the big deal. It was so crazy. You can't tell people to stop discriminating against cosplayers while you are actively discriminating against cosplayers. It's supposed to be for fun. Let's keep it fun. That is my hot take. I don't know if you disagree, or let me know in the comments. And if you disagree, I'll just start staring at you like this.
I mean, I feel like some people would want that, so doesn't seem like a punishment.
Intrusive thoughts.
Enough. Well, moving on.
Moving on. We're going to talk about something. Wow, and I want you guys to let us know whether you think it is overused or not. Because there are several tropes we see in anime that some people think is too much, some people think it's not done enough, like the Fire Force fan service thing we talked about before. Today's focus is going to be the power of friendship. So let us know in the comments if you think it is overused, or it could be used more, or if there was a better way to use it that we just haven't explored in anime. What do you think?
Thank you very much, Lola, for this opportunity.
Oh, God. When he says that, you just need to say something stupid.
Well, power of friendship, I feel like it's a thing, It's not bad. Depends on how you use it. I feel like it's become overused in, those old anime fairy tale. When I think power of friendship, my mind goes fairy tale first. Nothing has killed the power of friendship more than fairy tale, man. My God.
I mean, they saw it and said, you know what? If it's not broken, don't fix it. Let's use it again.
Bro, they use it every single time. What the hell?
Again.
Yeah, and there's that. I feel like those older anime kind of made everybody tired of it. That's why if you see in like recent anime now, they stay away from the whole how should I put it? The whole something like JJK, Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, it's more like everyone serving their own aura, except for Megumi because he's potential man.
What?
That's what they call him.
Yeah, they're kind of alone, if you get what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really rely on.
A very good example of this is Sung Ji-woo. Dude has 0% power of friendship.
He's all about the aura.
Dude does not care. I think power of friendship is not a bad trope. Back then, they were trying to show, especially, the audience were quite young, like 12-year-old, 10-year-old, 14-year-old kids. You're trying to show them that, with your friends, you can achieve anything. Basically, boosting friendships among people. Yeah, because in those days, let me tell you, people who watch anime right from time have been loners. So when you watch about power of friendship, it gives you this vibe that, when I make friends, we're going to be this close, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It pushes you to not be a loner. Because even if you're already a loner, you don't have a lot of friends, you watch it, you're encouraged, you want to make friends. But now these days, a lot of anime fans that I see have this him type of attitude, like, I don't need other people. Men, forget this. And that's why they just sit in their house brooding every freaking day, going online to make mean, hateful comments and rage baiting like that guy who said that thing about the Big Three and Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you had friends and believed in the power of friendship, you would not be making that comment. That's what power of friendship. It's because you've been watching too much anime like Solo Leveling, Chainsaw Man, JJK. Dude, watch Fairy Tail.
But Avatar has the power of friendship now. What are you saying?
Yeah, but that's like the only one you watched.
But Avatar is I feel like in some anime it's well done. It's used, but it's well done. Like something like Naruto.
Look, I love watching Sado lose all his. No, who even lost fights worse than Sado? What was his name?
Bro, you know that
Renji.
Renji is a clown, man.
Like, imagine being in danger and then someone comes to save you and you look outside, it's
yeah,
Renji.
like it's Renji. You're like,
You're just
bro,
dead. You're not getting out of there.
There's
alive.
this part in Bleach where Ichigo was like, I can't imagine Chad.
Yeah, he said, I can't. And I was like, dude, has he ever won? In my mind, I started to think, like, has he ever won?
Even Renji never won a single fight.
Renji never won a single fight.
Man, sometimes Bleach
so much
writing
better.
irritates me, man. They really messed that up, man. They really messed it up. But I think I prefer that to where they use the power of friendship and then the guy miraculously wins the fight. Like every single fairy tale fight. Every single fairy tale fight. It's always like that. You don't have friends. Sorry for you. Like friendship is the currency. It's the power system.
But they're like, he could never lose. I believe in him. I believe in him too. Why would he? He wouldn't lose. You know one thing about him? When it comes to protecting his friends, he just never gives up. And that's why I know he's gonna win. I can't lose. My friends are counting on me.
But you know that happens in Dragon Ball. It
also happens in One Piece. Let's be honest. You know how many times Luffy has been losing and then is like, I'm not gonna stop because, you know, especially Whole Cake Island when he wanted to take Sanji back because I'm gonna bring Sanji back. Or when they went to rescue Robin, it was like, I'm gonna bring Robin back. So it's all about, you know, doing things because your friends are counting on you, and that's good. I think it's cute, but there's still levels to how it is executed. There has to be sense in it.
Yeah, I feel like it should not just suddenly bring up, like, it should not, like fairy tale. Come on, I can't think of any other example. Fairy tale is like the wall blocking it. It should not just make you say, oh yeah, now I have power or something. There should be an explanation. I think that's something that Naruto does very, very well. I think about the fight between Naruto and Neji, where Neji is obviously stronger than him. He taps into the Nine Tails power because of Hinata and everything. And
but this was a power that already existed inside of him. Exactly. So it's not like it just magically appeared because they wanted to rescue Hinata. Like, and even in the we already knew he had this.
Yeah, even in the end, he uses like his brain to dig and then uppercut Neji from the ground. I think Naruto handles power friendship
that uppercut
very,
was
very
so
well.
beautiful. I love Neji, but that uppercut
easily
was so
the
beautiful.
best handler of power friendship among the big three. Yeah, that's all I have to say on power friendship.
I mean, Bleach. You mentioned big three. Like, where in Bleach was the power of friendship actually useful? Because I know, like, Ichigo doing something, you know, because Orihime is there and whatever.
Yeah, there's the
but I don't think that one is even like power of friendship. It's more like power of bae.
Of what?
Bae. Power of my chick is here, I can't lose. Power of not in front of the host, bro.
But that's actually, it's still handled well in Bleach now. Like that particular instance where Ukira
oh god, Ukira was robbed.
That was foreshadowed.
He was robbed.
What do you mean he was robbed? He had his ass handed to him. If you can't take the heat,
my fine emo king.
I don't think it was handled very well.
You think it was handled very well?
It was handled very well. It was very, very foreshadowed. The white.
Is there anything you think was not handled very well in Bleach?
Yeah, there are things I think that was.
Oh my god, you have opinions like that about Bleach?
I'm very honest. Why are you guys looking surprised?
I've never heard you say anything contrary about Bleach.
Because there has been no need for me to. I think Bleach has some, some assholes. I don't like the way it ended. I hope they can do something in the anime about the arrow. The arrow thing was so, man.
See, he has something he doesn't like. That feels so good to hear.
But the foreshadowing in Bleach is peak.
So you guys let us know in the comments, whether on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, let us know what you think about the power of friendship. Do you think it is overused in anime? Do you think they should just stop using it like at all, the way they did in Solo Leveling? Or should there still be power of friendship moments to help people like you make friends?
How do they help people make
like
friends?
I said, it encourages you to want to make friends. These days, people have this mindset of, I don't need anybody. And that mindset is very harmful because you go out now, you don't want to be around people. Like, there's some people that go to anime events, even Otaku, they'll go there, like, I don't really know people like that. And then you go there, instead of putting out the effort to meet people, you sit by yourself like, I'm him. I'm just this different person.
I'm not sure that's
even amongst nerds, but even amongst nerds like me, I still stick out like a sore thumb. That's because I'm special. And then you go home and you're like, oh, nobody spoke to me at this event. So if I was thinking of to me, how would you make friends when you're just sitting down there by yourself? Get up and meet people.
So my opinion is, do you know that the power of friendship is what gives anime a bad rep? Like, a lot of people think anime is for kids because they see a lot of power of friendship in anime.
What makes you
Why?
think anime is not for kids?
Wait, but
Why?
how would power friendship like affect? I mean, I feel like that's a good thing now.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
like you see a lot of like cringe moments.
I don't know if I should keep this like hot take for next week. But I wanted to even say something, but it's not my hot take for today. Should I still say it?
Feel free. I'm sure more
Look,
hot takes will
I
pop
want,
up.
I want to say something. I feel like I'm more annoyed by people who push this anime is not for kids agenda than the people who say otherwise. Because let's be completely honest, everyone sitting down here, was there anyone here who started anime when they became adults?
We are like OGs here. I know people that started when they.
I
became
know,
adults
like
now.
I'm talking about like the reason we are so into anime
Wow.
right now. Did you start it as an adult?
No,
Exactly.
not.
Even the oldest anime fans you'll find online, they'll tell you I've been watching anime since the 80s. They'll tell you they were kids, they were 10-year-olds when they started watching this anime. So a lot of the time,
Though, have you seen the new fans?
yeah, I've seen new fans. That's the funny thing. I've seen new fans. It's more like a form of art that anybody can consume. But you cannot deny the fact that a lot of anime, a large percentage of anime, is targeted at younger audience. In fact, the mode of storytelling is actually targeted at a younger audience. You are watching something like My Hero Academia because you like the storyline. It is fun, it is interesting. But from the beginning, the main characters were like 14 years old.
Yep.
So now you can't say, oh, this story about a 14-year-old doing this is for me, a 20-something-year-old to watch. It's genuinely targeted at kids. Like preteens, teenagers, and grown-ups. Yes, there are like matured themes in anime. And there are also anime that's like so mature that you should probably keep that away from people that are much younger. But there's hardly any anime out there right now that anybody from the ages of 15 cannot watch. You mentioned Attack on Titan. Do you think people didn't watch Attack on Titan when they were like 14? Like even Berserk. No matter.
No, Berserk is not
Like,
for kids.
no, that's what
It's
I'm
not
saying.
for
When did you
kids.
start watching Berserk?
What do you mean? I was late to the party. I watched. I mean, started reading Berserk.
But
in
there were people who
2020.
watched it when they were younger. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like at the end of the day, it is still targeted at young people. Most people want to specify and tell you young boys because that's basically the whole point of shonen.
Yeah,
Like,
shonen
so
literally means.
when people try to push this anime is not for kids agenda, it's like you're just not speaking facts because like 90% or over 80% of anime
Yeah, that's it.
is targeted at kids. Like
The old narrative was that anime is for kids.
anime is for kids. It's
Yeah,
for
but I think-
everybody.
I think what
But
we
it's
are
a form of
saying
art that
different-
everybody can enjoy. But then sometimes that someone wants to make this very, very deep point. You know when someone's trying to prove that this thing I watch is for only edgy people like myself, children cannot watch
Are you
it. So they
referring to
come
JJK
online.
people?
Yes, they come online. They're like, oh, when someone says anime is for kids, and so you know
Or
what?
the AOT people, and then
They're
they're
like-
like, ha, or Tokyo Ghoul, anime is for kids,
like-
and then they bring out one out of context.
And then they bring out like 2 anime. Like
Alright,
a lot of
okay.
time they're posting like the same 5 anime. Honestly.
Yeah.
There's like thousands of anime out there that are for kids, but every single time you want to prove this point, you're bringing out this 5 anime. So to everyone who doesn't watch anime, they're trying to recommend. After they finish that 5, what are you going to show them?
Cool.
You're not going to show them other stuff. Anime is for everyone. Kids. I got into anime when I was a kid, and I'm not going to start saying anime is not for kids. I started watching it as a kid. So you're just contradicting yourself. Going, I've been watching anime for years, and then in the same breath saying anime is not for kids. So anime is for everybody. I keep saying it, like even when I recommend it to people that are grown up, I'm like, anime is for everybody. And I'm like, it's not childish. I was like, yes, but a lot of stuff that you watch now, those movies that you watch, children also watch them. Like a lot of those Netflix shows that people watch that adults are crazy about, even stuff like Stranger Things, kids were watching them too. No one ever said because kids are watching this is now for kids. It's for everybody. And I feel like we should push that narrative more than the whole anime is not for kids thing, because it just feels like we're
Yeah,
trying
trying to
so
make it
hard to
sound
sound
cool.
edgy. We're trying to
Yeah.
sound cool, like we're special. Well, I mean, it's just a form of entertainment. So
Wallah,
let's
you've
leave
been
it
on a
like that.
roll today.
Oh
So
my God, it's
many-
because of this dress. It's my mom's dress, so I'm more mature today.
All right, thank you very much, Lola.
Oh, Banshee.
All right, moving on, Lola. I think this is part we're supposed to recommend. things for
Yeah.
people to watch.
Yeah, this is like our final statement for today's episode. We're gonna drop a recommendation for you guys to watch, and then
Hopefully, it's not Chinese this time.
you're supposed to drop the recommendation.
I'm supposed
Thank
to
you,
drop.
bro.
I haven't. What
It
did I
doesn't have
watch
to be something you're
last week?
watching recently, like something underrated that you watched once or something.
Something underrated that I watched once. Huh, it's a very good question. Must it be an anime?
Sure, it doesn't have to be an
It
anime.
doesn't have to be an anime. All right, so I'll just go ahead and recommend an anime still. Have you guys seen Have you guys seen? Sorry, I'm trying to remember the name of this
It's trying
anime.
so hard to remember the name of
Bro,
the anime.
like it was in my head
And then you
5
lost it.
seconds
What
ago.
happened in the anime? Did someone die?
I mean, it's very rare for someone not to die in
Yeah.
an anime.
Especially when you mentioned stuff like Akudama Drive.
Akudama Drive. I haven't seen Akudama Drive.
You haven't seen Akudama
I
Drive?
started it. I think what happened was my device. My device crashed, and then I couldn't. I just forgot where I stopped. I forgot where I stopped.
Yeah, you can just start over. Akudama Drive was pretty cool.
Yeah, Akudama Drive was okay. Have you guys seen? Is this one ID Invaded?
Do you know I haven't seen that one?
Are you for real? ID Invaded is lit. Please watch ID Invaded. Guy, it's good. It's good. Please, I'm Banana Warrior and I recommend.
Wait, is that the one where
ID
like
Invaded.
someone's family dies or something?
I mean, many people die in anime. I don't know if someone's whole family dies. I don't think so.
Like
but
a
like
wife and kid or something.
they go into your subconscious or something to try and figure out your motive or something. I can't remember.
But it was
Behind the
very good
crime.
when you watched it.
Yeah, it was good.
I think I'll watch it. Now you guys watch Guilty Crown. I don't know if I recommended this before.
How have I not seen Guilty
You've
Crown?
not seen Guilty Crown?
Yeah, I feel like we've had the same conversation many times.
Like on the podcast?
No, like
Oh,
outside
yeah,
the
like
podcast. Yeah.
in real life, where we
I
sometimes
choose-
talk.
Yeah, sometimes.
So you guys watch Akudama Drive, ID Invaded, Guilty Crown.
Mhm.
Leave other recommendations in the comments if you want us to watch it and maybe say something about it in the next episode.
Yeah, and you can also drop your hot takes in the comments. Feel free, go crazy. What are we going to do? Stop you? We don't even know where you live.
Feel free to rage bait. I'll just call you stupid on camera. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's the end of today's episode. Remember to like, subscribe, leave comments, share with everyone around you. And if you're one of those lonely dudes who don't believe in the power of friendship and don't have anyone to share it with, go outside.
Touch grass.
Meet people.
Yep.
Have a
All right,
nice
guys.
one.
See you next episode.
When we see you.